What's up? Rageram5678 here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3. And yes, the new DLC has inspired me to come back and make some more Warhammer 3 content, which is yeah, very freaking late. So, but anyways, from what I remember, after we were doing every race and stuff like that, we definitely finished up Slanesh, and then after Slanesh, we moved on to. What the fuck did we actually move on to? I cannot even remember. So, anyway, oh yeah, and then we went from Selenas to the Warriors of Chaos and did all their guys. But now we're finally gonna be doing a good race, and well, I mean by good race, I mean good, like as in like we're the good guys, but good. If you like defensive, campaigns and stuff like that, then it's gonna be right up your alley. But if you're like me and you prefer, going out and battling and all that stuff, like the Beastmen over here, then you're not gonna. It's gonna be a very weird thing. But we're gonna be playing the Wood Elves today, as you guys have already seen the title. And after trying to decide who I want to actually play as, I feel like I need to actually experience these guys campaign way more, because really, when it comes to the Wood Elves, if you need to actually try to decide which Wood Elves to get, obviously it's the Sisters of Twilight. Mainly because Wood Elves actually excel really well with arrows and stuff like that. They have some of the best archers in the game with extreme accuracy and extreme range. And these two chicks, believe it or not, excel at those very things, archers and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and read down the faction effects. So we got Forge and Dave. So craft and upgrade unique weapon armor items offered by the Master Smith Lord Dave. So basically every every few turns and stuff like that, you'll be able to get craft and upgrade armors and shit like that for the Twin Sisters. You get ammunition for all armies, so that's always good. And then you got the Volley of Kurnus for Hawk Riders, which is very freaking good, I'm not gonna lie. Causes armor piercing damage, effective at long range, but it got poor penetration, so it's not the best against armor. But wait, hold up, poor penetration, what does that mean? All right, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, this just shows you how much of an expert I am at Warhammer. Anyways, Lord effect, they got 15% minus upkeep for missile units, plus 10 attack for flying units, and charge bonus for flying units. So like I said, very great with archery, not so bueno on freaking upfront cavalry and well, not cavalry, the infantry and all that stuff. If you want to play a Wood Elf faction that has decent infantry, play Orion. But anyways, let's go ahead and look into the lore. First of all, let's go ahead and look into the lore of the Wood Elves, because this is our first Wood Elves campaign, so we might as well. Wood Elf, or Asari, or Asarai. Sorry. Asarai are the guardians of Athelorn, the most ancient force in the old world. They are a reclusive and mysterious race who rarely emerge from the forest and are generally only seen when coming to its defense. Although they can appear cool or capricious, in reality, the Asarai are a neutral power who act only to maintain the balance of their environment. It is this cause for which they fight. But no land remains untarnished long if it cannot take up arms against those that wish it harm. The waking woodlands of Athelorn have endured for many thousands of years, and are so long as the watchful eyes of her protectors continue their loyal vigilance. So yeah, so Wood Elves, they are basically a bunch of tree huggers, and they're a neutral faction, so they're not either good really or bad. If you come in there and take a shit on one of the trees or something like that, then they're probably gonna shoot you in the back of the head with an arrow. So awesome faction. But let's go ahead and read up the lore of the Sisters of Twilight. So Arahan and Nestra, I'll never say that again, were Ariel's heralds of mysterious origin, who first appeared during the long years of the Mage Queen's self-imposed exile from the mortal realm. Among the Fae folk of Athelorn, the Sisters of Twilight are notable for an otherworldliness of spirit and manner. and such qualities are evident when they take to the battlefield. Any weapons the sisters touch become infused with a portion of their nature. Those wielded by Naestra become anathema to creatures. I've never seen that word before. To creatures of anarchy and discord. While Arahan, y'all got that one. Tools of battle inflict great harm on beings with noble souls. They seldom fight from the center of the battle line, but are instead carried to war-torn sky by one of their loyal steeds. Oh, fuck me. Gwendelor, descendant of the king of eagles, and oh, come on. And as hot-blooded a dragon that has ever been flown into battle. Whew, goddamn. Alright, so anyways, so the Sisters of Twilight will start in the left side of the world, which isn't, honestly, is not the worst spot for them to spawn in. I mean, Orion, in my opinion, probably get the best because they only have to worry about one area of the map. I think they're actually right here. But anyway, but all you gotta really worry about is the Beastmen up here. And well, with the new case leave unit, I'm not you know, the fucking Ostankia lady, I'm not quite sure if they're gonna be too much worrisome. I mean, they got like arguably the best archers in the game with those hunters. I forgot who they were called, but yeah, anyways, whew. Let's get into it. You know, starting unit, the Great Eagle. We got the Hawk Riders, which are basically another version of, you know, your heroes here, the Sisters of Twilight, but you know, worse. Then you got the Deepwood Scouts, which are very good. We're gonna check them out in battle. And of course, we got the Eternal Guard, which is our front line, which again, the Wood Elves don't have the best front line holders in the game, so you definitely are going to be relying a lot on your archery support. So if anything, I mean, yeah, you know, good positioning.
The Twilight Sisters, ready for anything.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the you know, what else, shit like that, just so, well, we can go ahead and explain everything, because this is our first episode, so I'm gonna be talking a lot, so I am expecting to lose my voice at some point. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the Deep Root system. This is something that is unique to the Wood Elves themselves, but basically the whole point of playing the Wood Elves and stuff like that is playing defensively. Meaning, so you have you know, all these trees here which are connected by deep roots, and that is how Wood Elves, you know, you can travel from one area to the other. But obviously you need to like power up the deep roots and all that shit. How do you do that? Well, you upgrade. And if you see right here on the right side, you see basically each settlement has, oh, and my headset decides to disconnect itself. Well, anyways, as I was gonna say, as I try to turn this back on, each settlement has its own level, I guess, of deep root system. So if I was to come over here and conquer this, then I'm gonna have lots of points and stuff like that. But then if I come over here, it's gonna give me medium, and then, you know, I guess over here would drain health nearby. Oh, no, this is actually just draining the health of the deep roots. But basically the whole point is, though, is that you want to secure your area and then just protect it as it, you know, spawns up. Now, after you go through the campaign and, you know, start, you know, conquesting and stuff like that, you're gonna have missions that you will want to deal with ASAP. Otherwise it's gonna spawn a powerful army, and they're gonna basically bum you, especially in the beginning of the game. And usually with the Sisters of Twilight, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and move them over here, you know, capture that, and then just go ahead and move them over here and just wait for this to spawn. It is gonna unfortunately leave this part open, but I mean, it's the first, you know, mission, I guess you want to call it that, will spawn in the first few turns, so you really don't have much of a choice anyways. So, but yes, but that's basically the deep root system. And obviously you'll get buffs and stuff like that, as you can see here. Diplomatic relationship, legion points, stuff like that. you know, you just get more buffs the more juice or powers, you know, your freaking tree gets. So like I said, man, tree shaggers, you gotta love them. Also, another thing is though is we got offices. Now this is something that a few factions have. I believe like the Vampire Coast has them. I can't really think of too much because I don't really use the offices mechanic a lot. But basically, what it is that you when you recruit a lord, you can assign your lord into one of these things, and I believe up here is kind of the benefits, or you have to basically have that lord with the same crest or whatever, and then as you can see here, you get more buffs and stuff like that. So basically just more buffs, and each, you know, thing here is going to get different you know, buffs and all that stuff. So like I said, all you gotta do is recruit lord and just put them in there and you're good. Whew. Another thing that the what else get to are amber. Now, amber is earned each time the rebirth is complete. So each time you finish shagging a tree and it goes to full juice, then you get an amber and stuff like that. And it can also be gifted to the ancient, the technology panel in return for the wisdom and power. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. Basically, when we go into our technology and stuff like that, you can use amber to get exclusive you know, technology and stuff like that for, you know, your faction and stuff like that. So it's essentially the same thing. It's just another form of currency in order to get these, but I think some of these are supposed to be really powerful, like 10% for missile resistance for, you know, tree people, and they cast receive replenishment within foreign territory goes up by 5%. I mean, that's very freaking good, man. So very good, but it is kind of a pain to get because, again, you gotta, you know, you gotta protect the tree and get it full juice and all that stuff. Whew. Okay, I think I am almost done with everything. So we also got the Forgadiath or Daith, yeah, Daith. But basically, once you you know, gain his favor and stuff like that, then he'll be able to craft you shits. And honestly, I can't quite remember how you're supposed to do it. I think you're just supposed to just get good at the game or whatever. So honestly, like I say, it's been a minute since I've played this game in general, but the new update definitely got me interested. I'm gonna be trying the free content and seeing if I like it enough in order to, you know, check out the other faction. I'll most likely be trying out Nurgle because Nurgle is one of my favorite factions in the entirety of Warhammer. I love Grandfather Nurgle. So anyways, so we got our units right here. We're gonna go ahead and of course start the first battle, stuff like that. So, and like I said, when it comes to the Wood Elves, you need to use their archeries. And now me personally, I do love archer units, you know, in the Total War games, like archer factions, I mean, in the Total War games, like in Shogun 2. I love, I forgot what they're called, but the blue dudes, they were the Way of the Bow. I don't know what it is, but just tearing your enemies to shreds and like just watching like thousands of arrows just descend upon them, you know, at once, it's just so satisfying to me. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I feel like I'm cheesing it a bit. So, oh my god, this is actually really good. So, naturally, when it comes to like forests and crap, it is not the best because I believe it does conceal your units, but when it comes to like archeries and, you know, shooting and all that stuff, obviously it's not that easy to shoot through boards and all that stuff. But this is where the Wood Elves, matter of fact, this is actually where the Wood Elves benefit from, you know, being in the forest and all that stuff, because I believe they don't get penalized because they're, you know, they love trees and stuff like that. So, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I believe they don't get any penalties, and I'm not quite sure if they receive buffs or something like that. So I will know the more I play them. But overall, if you ever see a forest on the map, definitely want to try to get your enemies to go there and fight them, or at least put your archers in the forest just so they can have that extensive buff. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out our units. So we got, first off, the Hawk Riders, stuff like that. Like I said, they're just same thing as our Lord, but you know, they're flying cavalries basically, so, or missile cavalries I should say. So very good. I definitely would not recommend you know, using them into melee combat, but you know, you do you if you feel like it. And then next off, we got the Eternal Guards, and like I said, basic, you know, the spearmen and stuff like that. Now these guys can be upgraded to get shields and stuff like that, but they just last a little longer. Nothing too important. Like I said, the Wood Elves are not known for their melee you know, style, so yeah, don't rely on their melee. And then you got the Deepwood Scouts, and these guys are one of my favorite archer units in the game. Number one, because they look cool, and number two, they're just badasses, man. Like, these are one of the archer units, or one of these. No, I just said one of the archer units that can fire while on the move. Plus, they're master ambushers, which means that they can move while hitting in any terrain, firing in any direction, even while running. So I believe what that means is that they can stay undetected, you know, throughout the terrain until they get in line of sight with the enemies and stuff like that. So very good. And like I said, being able to start out with two of them is a gift. So anyways, moving on to our beast, you start off with the Great Eagle. So again, just a monstrous beast, you know, typical flying beast and all that stuff. Nothing too special, but it is an eagle. America, I like it. And then of course you got, yeah, the Sisters of Twilight, and they're kind of, again, a stronger version of the Hawk Riders, but they do have special stuff. So we got the Talon of Dawn, which is mainly focused, you want to use it on single large entity units. And then you got the Talon of Dust, which basically you know, spreads their attacks and all that stuff. And also with the Sisters of Twilight, they come with a the Volley of Kurnos, which basically just, well I'll show you, so don't worry about it. You'll definitely see. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and set our people up, and it's like I do want to actually avoid the cavalry. That's my biggest concern. So okay, so the Great Eagle can definitely deal with the cavalry, so we'll go ahead and we'll send the Eagle there. And then what I like to do normally is lock the Sisters and the Hawk Riders together. We're not in guard mode. Where's the group? I forgot to press G. Alright. And I like to actually go ahead and just spawn them together and keep them together, because they're pretty much the same unit. You know, that's that. And then of course, oh yeah, I almost forgot, we got our hero as well. We got Delia. Alright, basically we got a spellcaster, so she's basically a support hero, stuff like that. So again, nothing too special, you know, stuff like that, but you know, nonetheless very useful. And yeah, so naturally I wouldn't put my Deepwood Scouts, you know, behind the lines, but I only see a few units and I'm not quite sure where they're gonna be, so I'm kind of concerned about that. But we can definitely deal with the black what it's called, the Black Arc Corsairs. Let's go ahead and send the battle. Go ahead and move the squad in there. So I know they gotta have freaking archer units somewhere, so there you go. The Deepwood Scouts already firing away. So yeah, you know, like I said, they shouldn't be getting penalized or anything for all this. All right, let's go ahead. Pause real quick. Go ahead and have them wait and just fire down on these guys. Okay. They're gonna go around. Guys over there, and I'm gonna have these guys fire away. All right, so this is basically what the thing does. Hopefully it doesn't get broken, but I guess we're gonna see. Go ahead and put it in there. This is what their special ability does. Very, very good. So I mean, like you. So I do not know why they're there, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and give my guys some stat boost. All right, and I want to keep my my guys firing. I'm actually gonna have the sisters focus fire on this guy. There shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, so Deepwood Scouts can't really fire, so let's go ahead and move them back just a bit more, just so they can at least fire at an arc. There we go. Actually, they left part of themselves open, so this is just going to be fine. So these guys are so cool. So not going to get a lot of benefits because the shields are on their left sides, but it's not going to be too bad. So we're going to be able to at least mop them up a bit. So like I said, I mean, Wood Elves are kind of a slow moving faction. So you want them to really, again, you need to focus on archery. And so with archery, you got to kind of chip away at them. Gonna just send the eagle in there. Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay, good. The shield guys managed to stop these guys from advancing, but we're gonna have to try to make sure they don't come back. Right, one more volley should do it. Not already. Oh. Alright. Go ahead and move our guys up. I'm gonna go ahead and send my eagle in there to attack him from behind. And he's just again, he's just gonna get shot down to bits. Eagle's there just for extra pressure. What the? What? You guys just came out of nowhere? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and buff these guys up. And get them into melee mode. So, here comes the archer support. Yeah. Nice. Gotta move him back. Shit. Alright, good. Managed to win just before these guys can catch up and hit our Deepwood Scouts. So, like I said, I normally would like to have my Deepwood Scouts on the flank, but we didn't really have too much room to, you know, mess up there. So we kind of had to just kind of play a little bit normally. All right. So here, of course, at the end of the battle, you get the choice whether you want to, you know, just make more money or you know, get some leaderships and missile strength, which actually might be pretty good. But I just realized how bad one of my Eternal Guards just got messed up in the last battle. I wasn't not even paying attention to them.
Itching for fresh battle.
So shoot. Normally I would like to just go in there and attack them, but because my Eternal Guard took so much of a beating. Oh, what's their garrison like? Yeah, they got a lot of freaking infantry, so we're gonna go ahead and see. Can we put them in a camp? Yeah.
If you must.
Ugh. Shoot. That means that they have to wait 2 turns just to recruit them. So, all right. So let's go ahead. And I say we'll go ahead and recruit another batch and at least get another archer unit. Now these guys aren't the same as the Deepwood Scouts. They're just weaker versions of them, but there's nothing too wrong. Then we also get an upgrade for a tree. So remember to always upgrade your trees, kids. So it'll thank you later. And then you know what? Absolutely, I think I'm gonna go ahead and recruit a lord. So honestly, I'm not too deep into the what else to know what's the best, lord to do and all that stuff. Really, it just kind of depends on which one you want to go for. I'm gonna go for a treatment because they're more melee. That's more my type of thing. So let's see, armor piercing weapon damage plus 50. Yes. And then at least get him there. So at least I'm at least wanting to put the tree man here just so he can defend this area, because yeah, we're gonna actually be taking some turns. So
Awaiting duty.
oh, that's pretty cool. For some reason I've never seen this before. So like them frozen and stuff like that. So now let's see. So we can definitely increase growth, which is very good for the sisters Twilight. And of course, obviously we got replenishment for +4. But at the same time, this can increase. It might be actually really good to go for this thing first, just so we can increase the weapon damage and the missile strength for the sisters. So alright, so we also got some research. You don't really get much choices here in the beginning, so we're just gonna go ahead and select what's the research. Actually, let's see, we'll check the diplomacy. So you're always gonna start out mediocre with the other what else and stuff like that, but if you donate your money to the main tree over in Athelorn, then you'll start having positive relationships with the other ones. Other than that, you don't really have any friends here. So, and with that done, go ahead and skip the next 2 turns. Alrighty, well, that was fun. Anyway, so soon looks like we got our upgrade for our. Wow, the way she moves is pretty weird. Anyways, let's go ahead and definitely want to go ahead and increase the support of what she can give you. Also, again, she's supportive, so she's gonna have a lot of things that can actually continue to heal, stuff like that. All the good shit though, of course, is on this side over here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and we'll use this melee defense 24, physical resistance. That's gonna be very good for our eternal guards. So like I said, its unit is gonna be just as good, or your army is gonna be just as good as your front line. So anyway, let's go ahead and get out of encampment, and we'll go ahead and go in here. And let's see. Oh god, is this a siege actually? Siege vehicles are not available for this battle, and we're gonna auto resolve that because I freaking hate sieges in this game. So anyways, so here we get a couple different unique choices. By the way, that was like Carillion. We can occupy the hearthland, which basically means we'll just capture the settlement, and then it'll also give forest health to your tree. Of course, we can sack it, which no, or you can clear it completely. Basically, you're raising it to the ground, and you'll also be giving forest health, like a lot more forest health. But we're gonna obviously occupy it because this is more economy, more stuff for our thing. Now, of course, we're not gonna get too much of an upgrade here. We're only gonna get 1, so we gotta kind of choose wisely. And I say we'll definitely get some more dryads. I definitely want some more front line, stuff like that. Like I said, you definitely want to play the sisters to the strengths of the what else to the strengths of the archery, but just again, you still need something to help you hold the front line. And honestly, I think the treemen are pretty decent with the front line. Now I kind of wonder if they're like weak to fire or something like that. I actually don't know. So but anyways, what I do know is that very soon we're actually gonna have a little problem over here, so we're gonna go ahead and have them rest up there and then get our asses moving. And then while we do that, we are going to go ahead and get a Glade Guard's hide, just so we can start upgrading and getting better archers. We also got a building upgrade. Yeah. So here's the Oak of Ages. So we'll go ahead and start, help building the main tree over here, the Oak of Ages. That way we can start having good diplomacy with the other wood elves once it gets through. And now we'll go ahead and end our turn. All right. And let's see. So back here. So our chick got another upgrade for doing absolutely nothing. So okay, you keep at it, lady. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and start moving our people over here. Let's see. Darn, we're not gonna be able to do too much here. So, all right, we'll just go ahead and do force march over here. What I think I'm actually gonna do is that when the shit spawns, I'm gonna move this army, which I'll go ahead and recruit now, and we'll go ahead and move these two armies over here to solve a little issue that we're gonna eventually have. Alright, so with this turn being done, we also finished our technology. And now, of course, here, you're going to choose whether you want missile resistant for all elf units and elf infantry, stuff like that. Or we can come down here and then you gain additional force health for winning battles in magical force or their heartland. Honestly, I'm probably going to go for this one because, again, wood elves are so defensive. Like, I mean, I guess if you want to, you can definitely, you know, just expand and, you know, take over the world and stuff like that. I mean, you can do that with any army, but their main goal is to get each Oaks of Ages up to like 100%, and that's actually the end of their campaign. So like I said, I mean, not the most interesting you know, units to play as, but hey, you know what, it is what it is. So they got 9, we got 11, so we can probably do okay if we want to do a masterful ambush.
How delicious. Ariel sends us.
Alright. Then we're actually going to see if we can try to bait these guys into fighting us here. So, we got a 50% chance if they're worse, and that's again if they decide to move up on us. Alright, this is awesome. So the enemies failed to spot our ambush, so these guys are going to be... What? Alright, you know what? I'm actually tripping. I actually thought I got my Treeman army here too, but I think I actually put these guys a little bit too far away, so whatever. It is what it is. So we got the advantage of starting the battle off, and actually they're so far away, Alright, that we can actually set a really good defensive line here. Oh my god, that is such a good defensive line, actually. So, alright, we're gonna go ahead and get these guys into more of a blocky formation. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fact that we don't have such a strong unit here. Like, not a lot of guys, but oh well, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get our scouts over there. And then we're gonna move our Deepwood scouts. Shoot. I don't really want to move my Deepwood scouts on the other side because they're not gonna be protected. And these guys are gonna get a lot of freaking armies over there. I don't know. I think once again I'm gonna actually have to put my Deepwood scouts over here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then here. Put our support there, and that should be fine. We are ready to battle. So let's go ahead and pummel these guys to the ground. Actually, we'll go ahead and start off with these guys. And move them all here. And now I'm gonna actually send the flying units in here. I'm actually gonna put my my eagle. I thought these guys were charging for a second. Oh my god, look at them getting chopped up. It's because they don't have any shields, so there's like really nothing they can do to block anything. So, but you know what we can do? Holy shit, hold up. Perfect timing to use this. Anytime you guys want to, you know, let it go, of course. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Go ahead and send the scouts up and move up. So these guys are probably going to be able to retreat back there. It is what it is. Alright. These guys are finally going to man up and actually try to fight us, or they're just going to run away again. So, that's fine. Hey, you guys want to put your back against the shield? I will not be complaining. There you go. They're finally going in for the battle now. These guys should definitely win because they got shields. So let's go ahead and pull our eagle back and help at the front line here. They are attacking straight down the middle. You know, like he hit these guys a little bit further back so they have a better arc. There we go. At least we're winning the front lines here. With the amount of like archers and stuff like that, like I said, so like what else? They're just so accurate, man, that you don't have to worry too much about you know, just where you're gonna fire. Alright, so and we're just gonna keep the wood elves here, or the front line here. It is just such a good position. They don't have too much they can really work with. There we go. Fire away, boys. Fire away. What the fuck? Why are they... What you guys firing there? Yeah, just... Again, they're just gonna get just eaten by freaking arrows and stuff. Like, look at that. Look at all them. Oh my god. Yeah, personally, not as freaking awesome as the I think they're called the Chosokabe in Shogun 2. Not as satisfying, but it's still pretty awesome. Nonetheless, and it's cute that these guys think they're actually gonna be able to knock us out. So, alright, so it looks like she's gonna be able to get away, but you know what? It's what it is. We wound the army so hard that I'm actually just not worried about it. Alright. Look at the like how much those guys are bunched up. It's crazy. Try to get buff these guys a little bit. Try to get some more support over here because they're gonna definitely wipe out one of my units. Right, what are these guys doing? Come on. Like, seriously, what are these guys doing? Why are they all like bunched up just staying here? It's so weird. I mean, they're definitely gonna make this easy for me. There they go. That's like an archer's dream right there, like having a whole bunch of grouped up enemies together. Alright. And they made oh man, I mean, these guys are so dead, but they're holding their ground. And these guys are actually sticking around for some reason. Oh shit, because they're fucking trying to shoot my eagle down. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and send them in. Yeah, tear them up, boy. Wow. It's not too bad, not too bad. So, I mean, for an ambush, it's not exactly how I wanted it to go, but I'll take it. So, it's so weird, man. It is so weird. Usually, I'll have, like, my Deepwood Scouts, like, at least on the other side of the map, firing down and all that stuff. But I've been getting, like, different, like, maps to battle on than I've ever have, so... Whatever. It'd be like that sometimes.
Make it quick. Make them scream.
All right. So once again, I'm actually surprised that again we're on the 6th turn and there's no enemies spawning here. They must have just done some sort of changes, or I'm just high as hell and I can't remember anything. So, but anyways, so yeah, so that's basically, you know, what else in a nutshell, stuff like that. Not my favorite faction to play as, honestly, but you know, if you're looking for a faction where you kind of mainly just want to chill for the most part, then you can probably get behind these guys. You know, it's just basically, as long as you got a strong front line, let your archers do the work, you know, let them, you know, crackle the enemy down. Crackle is a word. And, yeah, other than that, once you take these two, places, stuff like that, you'll end the war against the Dark Elves here, and then you're pretty much free to go wherever you want, in terms of, like, you know, this circular area. But eventually you're gonna have to, I think if sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'll have the beastmen come down here and fuck up my shit down here, so that's a problem. And then Granny over here seems like she's pretty cool, you know, with you know, hugging trees and all that stuff. So, you know, I got nothing to complain about her and stuff like that. But you're gonna have to deal with Tomb Kings as well, of course, if you want to get that full effect. And this is another legendary lord, if I'm correct. So get ready for a big battle. But other than that, once you do that and you know, kiss enough trees and all that stuff and juice it up, then you can move on to any other part of the world that has more you know, Oaks of Ages, stuff like that. But that'll be entirely up to you. So yeah, not too bad. Again, not a terrible faction. Again, they definitely excel in archery and all that stuff. But yeah, that's that. So next episode, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and check out Orion. And he's probably my personal favorite of the Wood Elves. And again, it's just because he's decent at...
I live to serve Ariel.
Congratulations. Because he basically, I mean, he just has the best everything, in my opinion. Number one, there's another legendary lord that you can play as, Thurthu, over here. So he's going to be dealing, you know, with basically the northeastern side. And the enemies can't really move anywhere. Like, the only direction that they can come from is here, here, and here. Now eventually you're gonna have to deal with either the beastmen or the Skaven, depending on, you know, if the Skaven decide to move upwards over here and stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, you got the dwarves over here, you got Bretonnian over here, which they're gonna be dealing with their own stuff because they got greenskins here. But I mean, hey man, like I said, Orion, he's the ultimate, you know, caveman brain, you know, campaign where you just it's trees and all that stuff. So, but anyways, after that, you know, of course, you know, we got Thurthu, and then of course, we got the last of the Wood Elves, who also starts in the old world, and that is Draika. And Draika is actually not she's quite unique. All right, she's basically an evil tree woman, and she does evil tree shit. But mechanics are kind of the same. You know, she does share the same, you know, Oak of Age and stuff like that, but there are some things that are different about her. But honestly, I haven't played her too much to know what. But yeah, on the oh, and also she got Mordheim as a city that she could take over. Which, if you never played Mordheim, it's a pretty fun game, so it's not bad. So I've actually have it on my channel where we're checking the game out. So, but anyways, whew, man, man, my voice hurts now. So, thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.